Hello everyone, it's Curtis Watson back playing Fallout 3, and we're here in the vault that we grew up in and fled, but now Amanda's called us back and we have to find her. I was with Officer Gomez. He's friendly, but he has wandered off and has not come back, so I'm taking matters into my own hands. And I'm just going to go find Amata myself. Is that Butch?
Damn, look who's come waltzing back into the vault. It takes some real balls coming back here after everything you and your dad screwed up. But if you've got to be back, might as well make yourself useful. You gotta help us.
What kind of help?
What sort of help do you think I mean? You must have heard about the changes since you left, right? The deaths, the lies, the whole Overseer lockdown thing? Ringing any bells? Man, they'd have rushed in here long ago if they didn't know I stole one of their guns from when they issued martial law. Anyway, you gotta help us get out of here. You gotta help me get out of here.
Don't worry, I'm trying to help the entire vault.
Man, screw the entire vault. What about me? Even these rebels just want the option to go outside for lousy trading and stuff. I just want to get the hell out of here for good. Why stay here and be stuck as a barber for my entire life when I could go out there and make my own choices?
What do you think you're going to do outside, Butch?
I'll start a gang, of course. Why, it'll be the toughest, coolest, badassest gang the Wasteland's ever seen. Hey, play your cards right, maybe I'll even let you join it, huh?
You have no idea how many gangs of idiot raiders are out there.
Well, they ain't seen nothing like me yet. Butcher's gonna take that wasteland by storm.
Alright, well what happened that night?
I heard old Stanley complaining a lot of the stuff down in the reactor got fried pretty bad. Nothing too bad, yet. But he's always worrying we'll lose air filtration or whatever. Of course, if that happened, guess we'd all have to leave the vault then, huh?
Alright, I need to go now.
Catch you later. Maybe.
Well, Butch certainly hasn't changed. Now, if I was Amata, I'd be holed up here.
Oh my God, you're back! You got my message and actually came back.
I came as soon as I heard you were in trouble.
Oh, thank you. Everything's gone crazy since you left, and now that you're back, you can help set things straight.
You saved my life back then, Amata. The least I can do is help out now.
I just wish we could have saved more people. Jonas and the Hannons and so many others died that night. It was bad enough they died because my father was trying to keep the door closed. But then I found out it was all to protect a lie. I found out the vault wasn't always closed. They've lied to us about it for our entire lives.
How did you find that out? Oh, and that does explain why I found an old Vault 101 suit outside.
After that night, I heard Wally's father say we should never have taken you or your dad into the vault. I found out the vault used to be open, but for some reason, they closed it off when we were babies and swore to hide that it had ever happened. But keeping that lie meant Jonas's death. And even though we know the truth, the Overseer still won't let us make our own decisions.
So why don't you just leave? It's not difficult, especially now.
It's not that simple. Just because Butch wants to leave this place behind doesn't mean the rest of us want to go away forever. It's our home, and we want to stay here. It's just that since you left, we started thinking maybe the outside wasn't something to be afraid of. But we can't even suggest going outside to communicate or trade at all. Not with the Overseer keeping us trapped down here. You need to stop him.
I think I have a solution for the Vault's troubles.
I certainly hope so. We can't keep going on like this.
I swear I'll stop your father and his guards. Just watch.
You will? Thank goodness for that. No matter what I say, he just doesn't listen. He just spends all day up in his office. But you've actually been outside, so you can tell him what it's like with first-hand experience. Just, please don't do anything rash or hurt him, all right?
You know, violence isn't my style, Amata. Don't worry. I mean, it has recently become my style, but, I mean, for Amata, I'll play the peace card.
I should have remembered. I was just worried. I don't know, maybe your time outside had changed you. Thanks, and good luck talking to him. Let me know when you change his mind.
Well, I mean, I am wearing power armor. Good lord. What a mess this place has become.
I never thought you'd be back.
You've got to change the Overseer's mind.
Oh, good lord. Andy?
How may I serve you, Master?
You are a Beatrice? Isn't this the gal that gave me the poem for my birthday? Oh my god. Andy!
Another patient. What's it to be, eh? Appendectomy? Tonsillectomy? Hysterectomy?
What happened here?
Ah, yes, a rather unfortunate incident. In all the commotion, Miss Beatrice suffered a rather bad sprain in her left toe. The big one. Obviously, I had no choice but to amputate the leg. Yeah, I'm sorry to say the operation was not a success.
They made you the doctor? The robot who can't cut a birthday cake?
But of course, with your father's departure from the vault and Jonas's untimely demise, the Overseer had to take swift action. And so he named me the new Vault Medical Practitioner. A marvelous decision, if I do say so myself. I am fully equipped, after all.
Oh, good lord. I'm not asking him to heal me. I'm just gonna stop talking to him.
Of course, of course. Don't let me keep you.
My god. Here we go. Where is he? What time is it? It is 3:10. Does that mean 3:10 in the morning? I think it does. Yeah, 3:11 a.m. It's a little early for him to be out yet. Well, I'm gonna check the terminal. See if I missed anything last time. An alliance of rebels has formed in my vault, dedicated to the wholly destructive goal of reopening the vault to the outside world. Amata and Edwin Broch are the leaders of the band, with those ridiculous tunnel snakes making up its muscle, along with a handful of other youths and naive idealists. Attempts to isolate and demoralize the group are proceeding apace. Edwin Broch has been jailed for his attempt to lead a direct attempt to open the vault's door, and the members have holed up in the old clinic and schoolroom. Their dwindling food and proximity to the dangerous Dr. Andy are sure to drain the morale from their rebellion until they give up and are welcomed back into our happy family again. God, that sounds creepy, doesn't it? What does he have to say about Amata? It pains me dearly to know that Amata is behind the rebellious element in my vault. If she weren't their leader, it would be a simple matter to break their spirits and bring them back in line with the vault's time-proven isolation plan. But with her as a central figure in their rebellion, I must refrain from the more persuasive tactics at security's disposal. I will not repeat the mistakes of that night again. The vault cannot afford it, and I cannot bear to drive my daughter further away from me. Despite everything, I take great pride in her natural talent for leadership. When she inevitably comes around, I feel she will make a worthy successor to the position of Overseer. External contact? That wasn't there before. The Vault recently received unexpected radio contact over the governmental Vault Tech frequency from an organization calling itself the Enclave. Governmental codes are valid according to the Vault's ancient records, and the Enclave put forth an offer of amnesty and unity with the official remnants of the American government in exchange for access to the Vault and its data stores. They claim that our Vault passwords no longer match their records, preventing them from extending their offer in person. After brief negotiation, I have refused interest to this Enclave. I cannot trust my Vault and its inhabitants to an unknown factor, much less one that would so gallantly suggest abandoning our Vault's great mission. All the more reason to prevent the rebels from opening the Vault to the likes of them. What were the Vault Tech instructions for this Vault? Stanislaus Braun. If you are reading this, emergency Vault internment procedures have been initiated, and you and your control group have been sealed into your Vault. Congratulations, you are now a vital part of the most ambitious program ever undertaken by Vault Tech. If you have not yet read your sealed orders, do so now. They will outline the experimental protocols assigned to your control group. Please remember that deviation from these protocols in any way will jeopardize the success of the program, and may be considered grounds for termination by Vault-Tec Corporation as outlined in your employment agreement. Your Vault may or may not have been selected to receive a GEC module. Please see Attachment A for details. Dr. Stanislaus Braun. Vault 101 will not receive a GEC module, and should operate under the guidelines laid forth in the Overseer's sealed orders. And now, I already know what a GEC is. Well, I think the only thing left I can do is wait for the Overseer to get back. I'll just be waiting at his desk when he walks in. 5, 6, 7. Let's wait 3 hours for him.
Well,
Oh.
I see you've returned. Done with the dust and ruins of the wasteland, are you? Given up looking for Daddy? Thought you could just slink back in like a teen missing curfew? Well, that's too bad. You have no future in this vault. You're tainted.
Okay, that was weird. He just teleported in behind me. That was real creepy. Yeah, let's try this. Lay off the evil banter. I'm just curious about your side of all this.
Really? And here I had expected you to be full of bullets and bravado, but short on brains. Perhaps you've grown up since you left our vault. I regret the unfortunate events of that night, but I'm afraid that once your father left us, they were unavoidable. The sad truth is that his actions presented a real and direct threat to the future success of our vault, and so, regrettably, they had to be opposed.
What do you mean by the vault's future success?
Aha, you're paying attention. Good for you. These vaults were designed to be safe havens for humanity, you see. But more than that, they were designed to test and protect us. And none more so than our Vault 101. We are to be a pure and protected breed of humans, never tainted by the ravages of the war above.
I think you've got a good point, but things still need to change down here.
I'm trying to save my people. Possibly the only pure, safe humans left in the world. Don't destroy humanity's last chance just because you don't like the choices I've had to make to protect it.
The rebels are upset because you lied to them about the outside.
They have to understand that we did that to keep them from going outside and getting killed. To keep them from making the same mistake our generation did when we were their age. Some of us already lost loved ones out there long ago. We won't lose any more today.
I believe I have the solution to the Vault's problems.
To fix what you started? Go ahead and humor me.
I'll put a stop to the rebels. Just let me have a word with them.
You always have held a certain sway with them that neither I nor my guards have enjoyed. All right then. Go to my daughter and convince her to leave this rebellious nonsense behind.
All right then. Oh, god darn it. Is that Mr. Broch? Midnight Raid. Oh my. Mr. Broch?
It's been a while, kid. I guess the goat couldn't have predicted how you'd turn out, could it? Remind me to add a question about rescuing your teacher from the vault jail. If the vault ever goes back to normal, that is. By the way, while I was in there, I heard some worrying things from the guards. I heard one of the guards talking about some sort of plan to raid Amata and the rest of us. I didn't hear anything else, but I think he read it on the security terminal. So maybe you can find more there. I'm sure it's bad news for us all.
Yeah, I got that note. What happened for you down here?
It was pretty rough, I'll tell you. I know a lot of folks blame your dad, but I know he didn't mean to cause all that. Don't blame him or yourself.
What's your view on the rebels?
Most of them are just kids who are caught up in the idea of seeing the world. But I know we've got to actually open the vault if we want to survive. Otherwise, we're just going to dwindle away down here until it's all too late.
Thank you for your advice, and good to see you again, but I have to go now.
Watch yourself down here.
Now to show the Overseer what I found. You'll have to listen to me then. I know I skipped ahead a little bit there, but here's the option. You can't even keep your security in line. They're planning to raid the rebels.
Damn it! I told them I won't let this degenerate into violence again. The vault simply can't take the instability anymore. But maybe you're right. They simply can't stand the pressure anymore. And now the purity and perfection of my vault is crumbling all around me.
The only mission your vault ever had was keeping its residents alive.
And you expect me to believe that the only way to do that is to let them travel out in the wastes and mingle with those savages? I suppose it would allow them to stay alive, and we could still keep the vault as our safe haven. But it'd require a new type of leader. And I know only one person with the proper attitude to do that. I'll inform my daughter Amata that she is the new Overseer, effective immediately. Amata, everyone, listen closely. After a discussion with your friend, I've made an important decision. In my attempts to keep us all safe, I have been, perhaps, overzealous. Lives have been lost, but perhaps worse than that, lives have been stopped. And in my attempts to keep you safe, I have kept you from growing up. I know I have made these mistakes, and I would make them again if I had to do so. That is why I cannot remain your overseer.
I never thought you'd be
Father!
back.
Amata, I appoint you overseer in my place. You've proven you have what it takes to make hard choices for the good of the vaults. I'm just sorry I didn't understand that earlier. Consider it one of many mistakes I've made.
Thank you, Father. I'll do my best to keep us all safe, inside the vault and beyond.
You're welcome, my dear. And now, if you'll excuse me, I feel quite worn down. We'll deal with the details soon, in private. Until then, I'm sure there are people waiting to congratulate you.
It's good to see you again.
I never thought.
I just heard. My father says he's stepping down as overseer. He won't tell me why, but I have to assume it's something you said to him.
I just had a little talk with him and explained a few things. All quite civil.
You and him? Civil? I expected you to change out in the wasteland, but not that much. But I guess we'll all be learning a bit about the outside now, won't we? As the new overseer, I'm planning on opening the vault. This time, for good. It's a bright new day for the vault, but I'm afraid there's one thing that has to change.
Whatever it is, I'm glad to help.
I know you are, and on behalf of the vault, I thank you for all you've done. But there are still many who blame you for everything that happened. So I have to ask you to leave. I'm sorry, but the situation is just too delicate for you to stay. Please, if you really want to help the vault, you have to go.
I saved the vault and now you're kicking me out?
No, it's not like that. But if you stay, it'll just keep causing more problems. The vault can't take any more infighting. It's just what has to be. It'll be a while before we're ready to really go outside. But once the vault is stable again, maybe we'll see you out there. So, I guess this is goodbye for now. It's not much, but take this with you to remember us by. With luck, we'll meet again.
Well, that's that. I feel like I need a break. Just some time away. Do some quests, explore. Who's this?
You've been rather busy lately, asking questions, investigating. So is that it? You're some kind of investigator? A detective for hire? Or do you have some kind of personal grudge against an innocent android who simply wants to be left alone? Please tell me. I'd really like to know.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Am I? You haven't talked to someone lately about a missing android, or nosed around and found some information you should have left buried. I belong to a movement that has taken great efforts to hide this android, to protect him. I think you see where I'm going with this.
What would you have me do? And yeah, I spoke to that guy in Rivet City, but I certainly didn't uncover any helpful information.
You really want help? Take this. It's an internal component from the very android you're searching for. Don't ask how I obtained it. Present it to Dr. Zimmer in Rivet City. Tell him the android is dead, and that was on the corpse. He'll believe you. Do that, and Zimmer will go back to the Commonwealth and leave that poor soul alone. Do that, and you've saved a man's life.
Anything else I should know?
Just understand that this android is now, for all intents and purposes, a man. He looks human, he acts human, he believes he is human. But even if he's not, even if he's a machine, he's capable of rational thought and emotion. So you see, his soul is as human as yours or mine. This person, and he is a person, deserves a chance at freedom. Please, if there's a shred of decency in you, don't take that away from him.
What's this movement you mentioned?
We call ourselves the Railroad. Our mission is the rescue and salvation of synthetic humanoids. Androids, as they're more commonly known.
What about human slaves? Because I've heard about that. Do you try to help them too?
Yes, if we are able. But there are others in the wasteland who assist in the plight of human slaves. Our android brethren have only us.
If I help you, is there some kind of reward?
Of course. If you help me, and thus the android, God and the universe will smile upon you. Is there any better compensation?
Is that a trick question? We'll just let that be for now. Could I potentially join the railroad?
Tell you what. You deliver that component to Zimmer and tell him the android is dead, and you can consider yourself a member in good standing.
Well, alright then. I think I have to go now.
You know what you need to do.
Well, that was interesting. Another leg on that quest. How many other quests have I got? Well, I do have to help Moira. Deliver Lucy's message and all these other assorted quests. You know, the Moira thing and Lucy are in this area. Let's do something about that. I think Lucy needs me to deliver her message to Arafu. It's not that far, directly behind us. Let's go do that. Let's go do that right now. We're gonna help. It's right over there. I'm getting very close. I'm picking up contacts. Oh, just a couple hapless raiders. What the heck is Oh my god! No, not ready for that! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh no, it followed me here! Oh god! Oh hey, I got him. Not a dog, too. Take that. I'm not in the mood. Alright, turn around so I can kill that guy with a big gun. Alright, you get killed first. Oh, it's a flamethrower! No. Come on. Here we go. Seriously? Oh, wow. That's gross. Darn it, he ducked. Where is he? He's up there, isn't he? You son of a gun. You know what? I've had just about enough of the likes of you. Oh, my head is very hurt. Come on, clear up, clear up, clear up. And then another Enclave vertibird. Gosh darn you! Take this! I hate you. I hate you so much. I'm gonna mount you on my wall. And they dropped the Enclave right there. Screw this, I'm out. Hey, what the heck, man?
Hang on, you're not one of them. I nearly blasted you in two. Get over here before they spot you.
Why is everyone trying to blow me up?
Now what the hell are you doing all the way out here?
Well, I have this letter for the West family.
That's great, but I got bigger problems than being the town post office right now. The shit's about to hit the fan in this cesspool, and I don't think I can stop them.
What kind of trouble?
Well, at first they do their typical gang bullshit. You know, break stuff and make lots of noise. But they always kept their distance. But this last time, they went too far. They killed all of our Brahmin. I mean, that's our lifeblood out here, you know.
What's got you so spooked?
Look, you can call me crazy if you want. But there is something odd about those creeps. I mean, they got the guns and they got the muscle. Why don't they just bust down our doors and take us out already? We're really in a bad way and could use some help.
I'd be glad to help. What do you need?
I don't want to take my eyes off the ramp here. There's no telling when the family will return. Can you do me a favor and check on the other people's houses here? You know, make sure they're doing okay? Speak with Davis West, Karen Shenzi, and Ken Ewers.
Alright then. Alright, now, that's all well and good, but you know what? I've had just about enough questing for one day, everyone. So, that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you for watching. I've been Curtis Watts. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more if you enjoyed, yada yada yada. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.